On when I became an international student in Africa, first half of 2012, Aunt Tanis, that's me, to my friends and family of in South Africa, they came to be a bit of my family. All right, so today is Sunday, 16 February 2025, and I, Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, reflect on when I became an international student in Africa in the first half of 2012. I attended university at Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, on a 6-month student visa, January 2012 to June 2012, and eventually, occasionally, went by the nickname Aunt Tanis. Yeah, so socially, women were that were older, like not kids, were called aunt or auntie, and so Aunt Tanis kind of fit my name more than like Auntie Tanny. Okay, but that was sort of, there was like Aunt Tanis, Auntie Tanis, Auntie Tanny, Aunt Tanny, and let's just go with Aunt Tanis. But it was infrequent, so that it was used. So when I began my 6-month student visa in January 2012, I was less than 4 years into my first bachelor's degree. I only have one as of when I filmed this video on Sunday, 16 February 2025. When I ended my 6-month student visa in June 2012, I was less than 4 years into my first bachelor's degree. I only have one as of when I filmed this video on Sunday, 16 February 2025. I made the decision when I was a teenager to study abroad in South Africa, and when I had not ever left the continent of North America, counting the continent of North America as the landmass of north of the Panama Canal and including the Caribbean islands. I had not been to Africa. I made the decision without having been there, even just to visit. I was not first generation international student. My dad went to school in Japan for approximately 3 years when he was growing up. First generation means no one in the generations before one's own has done something. So in that sense, all people in one generation of a family can technically be first generation at something. That's why some families with a bunch of kids and parents who haven't been to college before or any before them, all 6 can get into school by saying they're first generation because it's technically true. But I am not. And nobody in my generation, in my family, is first generation international student. Blood family. Anything else? Yes, if I were to move internationally, as into a country other than the United States of America, that would be after my 6-month student visa in my life story. So it would be, yeah, which 6-month student visa is an extended stay kind of documentation. So there we go. That's on when I became an international student in Africa, first half of 2012. Aunt Tanis.